man.
KNICKS REHAB.
KNICKS REHAB, y'all.
JB Bickerstaff, Detroit Pistons coach, described how they were D'ing up the Knicks.
Just speak to the overall defensive performance that this team had, especially on limiting Jalen Brunson, a 4-20 shooter.
Yeah, I mean, AT deserves a lot of credit. I thought he did an amazing job from the get of picking him up, dogging him, harassing him, wearing him down, and then doing all that without sending him to the free throw line, making him take tough shots over the top of us. Then Ron came in and did the same thing. And I think that's what, makes that 1-2 kind of punch so dangerous, is like if guys want to play extended minutes, we can throw fresh bodies at them that can continue to do the same thing. But, obviously he's the head of the snake for them, and to do a job like that on him set the tone. And then, everybody else contributed as well. Like that's what opened the game up for us was our defense, to offense, that second group we put out there with Wu involved in it. Also, and Danis, it changed the tempo of the game. So again, great job by our guys defensively. Hell of a bounce back for us, from last night to tonight. And that's who we've been consistently throughout the year. So again, Pistons basketball for 48 minutes.
Yeah, hell of a bounce back. You slick motherfucker. Y'all weren't paying attention to no damn Wizards. AllBall. Brunson, he's our guy. But the Pistons, they said, watch this. You begin on them. What's up, man?
In the words of the great Flea, JB Bickerstaff and the Pistons had a plan, right? My brother's big on having a plan and executing a plan. They had a plan. It seems like as we got the coach, the way we went about things, that night in Detroit, we didn't have a plan. I'm just very disappointed in our captain. I've been saying it. He needs to be held accountable more often, because when he plays great, you see the applause he gets, right? Chance, MVP, King of the City. We hand him the keys. We call him the captain, Captain Clutch, right? Big body Brunson. When you have nights like last night, I need to see you. I need to see you at the podium. I need to see you on your podcast. Everybody else is doing podcasts. These guys are so quick to run to the podcast and everything is fine and dandy and everything is fun and everything is this and that. Where you and your roommate at? I need to hear explanation. I need to hear how you allow Ausar Thompson and the Detroit Pistons to look like the greatest defensive team of all time. I need to hear why you were struggling. I need to hear what was the game plan. Y'all knew Cat and OG wasn't going to be there. What was the plan, right? So for me, I'm just very disappointed in Jalen Brunson, and it just seems like only KNICKS REHAB holds him accountable. I don't hear no other platforms. I don't hear no other networks. Like I said, we dog Cat for how long now, right? Listen, Jalen Brunson, I really need to hear from our leader. Like I said, we handed you the keys to the city. We are ready to crown you. And as my brother Flea always say, what the fuck you done did? You ain't did shit yet. Got us to the Eastern Conference Finals. But to get embarrassed like that and to not see you, to not hear from you, whether it was an Instagram post, like I said, whether it was on your podcast, whether it was at the podium after the game. Listen, I don't care if you said 2 words. I want to see some type of leadership from our leader, from our best player. So I'm just very disappointed. But listen, you got to give kudos to the Detroit Pistons. Like I said last night, they had a plan. Fire was in their eyes. They didn't care about the other game. They wanted to make a statement against the Knicks, and they made a hell of a statement. So I'm just trying to figure out where's Jalen Brunson's mindset at, where's his head at, Paul's, and what's he thinking? Like, what is he going to do to get back to that MVP caliber type player, right? He's still averaging 27, but it's not a good 27. Let's be realistic, So we have to, really discuss when he goes against bigger guards. We went through this in Atlanta. Now we go through this in Detroit, and we see other teams, they just put a bigger guy on them, So I just need to hear from Brunson. But I'm very disappointed. in a lot of platforms. I'm disappointed in our Knicks, but I'm also disappointed in Jalen Brunson because it's like, yo, where you at? We here. We suffering just like you. We get trolled and cursed out just like you. So I need to hear from the captain, man. I'm still disappointed. Baby, you said you slept. I ain't sleep yet.
Flea, what you thinking?
Yeah, I didn't think shooting 4 for 20 yesterday was going to help us win at all. Especially if you are a leader, and we missing 2 starters. It's your time to take a step up and shine for us. I mean, even if you go down fighting, right? At one point, like we said, me and Fabian alluded to it yesterday. He was running from the spot, right? And I'm talking about running from the spotlight, like not understanding that Amen Thompson really got him in shackles, and he's not, meeting that matchup. He looked lost last night, and I've never seen him like that, or I don't remember the last time I have seen him like that, where a defense really frustrated and he had no counter for it. Like he had nothing to counter how Amen Thompson was being physical with him. And then, like Bickerstaff said, he brought in Ron Holland, and Ron Holland was playing the same way, just physical, right? Just not allowing him to get what he wanted. The refs let them play last night, right? That didn't help, right? They was fucking him up, and as they should. They're a physical ball team. They're the best defensive team in the league. So we should have expected that. I agree with you, OG. It didn't look like we had a plan, and that's why I was like, at some point, I was conceding early on, right? That's why y'all was getting pissed off at me. That's what everybody was getting mad, because at one point I'm just like, like going into this game we didn't have our dogs, so I'm like, the whole plan with the shit, and we couldn't adjust. And as a team that's supposed to be trying to go towards championship, you got to be able to adjust. So I can understand that. That's unacceptable. You cannot not adjust on the fly. Okay, a couple guys is not down. You got to figure it out. If you trust the guys that we go into war with. And last night we ain't go to war last night. We got our ass kicked from the word go. We was talking about it was early. Remember early on in the first quarter? We was like, it's early. It's early. We'll see. And time you turned around, it was a 20-point game. Next time you turned around, we was almost down. At one point, we was down 40, right?
43.
Down 40, right? So at the end of the day, yeah, very disappointed in the effort last night. Very disappointed in the effort last night. I've never seen anybody put Jalen Brunson in handcuffs like that. That was a hell of a performance by Ausar Thompson. Hell of a performance. Like, you got to tip your hat to him. 4 for 20. When's the last time Brunson shot like that? And it wasn't just a bad night. Last night wasn't just a bad night. Last night was like, you're not getting anything that you want. You're not getting to your spots. You're not. So I thought it was a disappointing loss. I mean, we got to bounce back, right? What we gonna do? Like, we got games in front of us. So yeah, last night was tough, but I think right now the Knicks, that's a wake-up call. Okay, we was on an 8-game win streak, playing good basketball, trying to get the locker room back in order, get the chemistry back in order. 2 guys go down, we don't adjust right, we get punched in the mouth. Like, we get our ass kicked, not even punched in the mouth. Get our ass kicked. All right, you know what I'm saying? Not a little jab. Nah, we got our ass kicked, right? So tomorrow you got to come out and really kick Boston in the mouth. Like, it can't be a trying to get your mojo back or trying to figure out how to play. We need to be the aggressors against Boston. Last night we were not the aggressors, and it's a fact. Every time Detroit, I get it, right? That's their championship at this point. We knocked them out of the first round. Whether I'm being funny or not, we knocked them niggas out the first round. Every time they see us, it's etched on their calendar. So they're gonna get up for us. That's cool. Go win a fucking playoff series. The energy is still here. Win a playoff series. It's hard to beat a team 4 games out of 7. That shit ain't easy. So when we start doing that, I will humbly pay homage to the Detroit Pistons. As of right now, you beat us in February. Good job.
I think Brunson and his whole family should be at the dinner table concerned as hell. You can make the excuses about teammates and things of that nature, but for me, it's been a downward spiral of where you can. Oh boy, I'm sorry.
Get shit, please. It's insane.
It's all good. It's Saturday. We understand the behavior for Saturday.
Niggas is getting mojito. Niggas getting mojitos and all that. This shit is
He got a
crazy,
live. He has a live.
Nigga got a mojito on live, man, in the crib. This is
He got
insane.
a live. He got a live with this shit.
I get my life together, man.
It's ridiculous. I got to get my shit together. Last time he had a wine glass. You see how the wine glass just came in the screen?
I'm about to start passing myself something just to make it look like
just to make it look cool, right?
This is crazy, man.
Come on, man. Insane, man. Go ahead, man. What do you have to say?
It's a downward spiral with them since we got OG Anunoby. You wanted to act like Brunson was on LeBron's level, and I've never liked that. I won't run from the fact that we make fun of everybody, KD, Kyrie, James Harden, all you guys bounce around with these different superstars, all NBA players. Brunson is headed into that category. If you play with Luka, Julius Randle, who say what you want, he's an all NBA. Cat is now all NBA, another all NBA player. How many more superstars or stars do you need around you that work or don't work? And then you're trading all these players away because you're saying, yo, this is our guy. Well, even when you have a guy, you can't build around him incorrectly. And with Brunson, I also don't like the front running shit. Like it was cool when you won 5 games in a row to stand in the locker room next to the locker room with Cat. Like again, it doesn't seem like much, seems subtle, but like AllBall said, we want to hear from you. Because that roommate shit, maybe you weren't scheduled to do it yet. I don't know how that goes, but we know when you want to get a message, you get it out there. You be on other podcasts, and the only message that really matters anyway is on that court. And last year, game 2, we all went crazy. All of us were arguing about Brunson's play style and how he shouldn't have been trying to hog the ball. And yesterday, even if he wanted to hog the ball, he couldn't do nothing. And the Pistons have taken another step. Ausar Thompson, again, we talk about Cade Cunningham and Jalen Brunson maturing. Ausar Thompson's maturing. He's not quite amen yet, and everybody's going to make that comparison, but it wouldn't shock me if he starts to be on that level, right? Because the kid is athletic. And when you can make a name for yourself by locking down a superstar, getting this kind of this highlight reel out there for everybody to see. Oh, shit. So Brunson, we're used to him seeing the defensive player of the year candidates or all defensive candidates, all defensive caliber players. He sees them and he goes, oh, yeah, I'm about to go crazy. Right. And this season, it felt like Dyson Daniels, Ausar Thompson, they're all starting to get to him. And I can't just blame the teammates anymore. Brunson, at some point, I'm pretty sure they're sitting there going, yeah, this ain't no championship team, bro. Because you can't even fight. Even if you wanted to. That's why I'm saying with the playoffs, I understand what Flea is saying. It makes perfect sense. This ain't a real playoff atmosphere. The Garden is different in the playoffs. Every stadium is going to be different. And usually the competitors, they turn up. And yesterday was a playoff atmosphere. And I just felt like, yeah, we're down 2 players. But I just didn't see what the game plan was. That whole spray 3 shit and shooting more 3-pointers. That's a finesse style. That's a finesse style. I don't care what era it is. You're a jump shooting team. And we don't have dogs on the defensive end, or we don't play like dogs on the defensive end to really balance that act out. And the Pistons exposed it. They definitely exposed it. So Cade Cunningham playing 21, 22 minutes. It's embarrassing. And I don't know what Jalen Brunson can say besides sound like us. He's going to sound like us if you give him some truth serum. What is he going to say? They fucked me up. That's what happened, y'all. That's the bottom line. So, oh boy, I'm not sure what he can really say to really make you feel any better.
Something he can say, whether it makes us feel better or not. You always want to hear from your leader. You always want to hear from the best player. We all know when it goes good, the best player gets all the praise. When it goes bad, the best player gets the blame. How many times have you watched guys like Tom Brady who takes full responsibility? Now, we know Tom Brady, how successful he's been, how many championships he has, so I'm not comparing Brunson to him. I'm just saying, if we're looking at Brunson as far as like you say, Fabian, the Derek Jeters and all of that with the leadership and being the captain, bro, you got to come out here and be responsible. And, you know, if you're going to be a leader, you got to lead. And how do you lead? By example. I hear a lot of players, great players. I'm not going to ask my guys to do nothing I don't do. I'm not going to ask you to run through a brick wall if I'm not going to run through it as well. So I'm just the type, you know, if I'm on that team, I want to hear what my captain has to say. You know, whether it makes however people feel. I don't care about that. We praise you over here, dog. The city loves Jalen Brunson. His second year, he's got compared to, is he better than Melo as a Knick? Is he better than Marbury as a Knick? You know, I know people think it's funny and it's trolling, but there's been conversations, is he top 5 greatest Knick ever already, right? I don't see him shying away from that. See him absorbing all that.
Michael Jordan numbers in the playoffs.
Trying to stay away from
it. Michael Jordan numbers in the playoffs.
You get what I'm saying? So Fleet, you're 100% correct. So for me, you can't get all that, and then what happened last night, that was like Mike Tyson punch out, where it like we got punched in the face, and it was like woo, 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 like, yo.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.